glad you're here joining me for our yoga stretch. Today we are going to be focusing on releasing tension through the back of the neck, through this upper back and shoulder area, as well as down the spine and into the low back. A lot of us tend to carry tension and tightness up here, so we want to get rid of that so that you feel good and you're able to move, hopefully without any pain. We're going to be doing most of our poses in the chair today, so if you haven't already, go ahead and grab that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so now. It really does help out a new channel as we grow. So get set up and we will get started right now. All right, we're ready to get moving, nice and easy. There is no rush today. Just a reminder that as you start your yoga practice today, please do not be forceful with yourself. This is not about pushing or forcing the body into any shape or position. Listen to what the body has to tell you. Use your breath to try to cope with any discomfort, but nothing should be painful. If it's painful, please modify or skip the pose completely. Now that we got that out of the way, go ahead and scoot back, lean back into your chair, and just kind of get those feet where they are rooted into the ground and you kind of feel a nice press into the floor with the feet, and a nice press of your hips and low back into your chair. And we'll take a nice good deep breath in and really fill up those lungs. And then on the exhale, see if you can just kind of drop tension from the body. Keep the head nice and tall, but kind of work the shoulders down, release through the back. And then we're just gonna start really easy. Take the chin to the chest. You can close your eyes here. While the chin is down to the chest, go ahead and just kind of open the shoulders towards the back of your chair, and at the same time encourage them down towards the floor. So if you're already bunching up here, just release those shoulders down, open them back, and again, just nice, no forcing, just nice hang of the neck here with the chin to the chest. And then we'll roll the right shoulder over towards the right ear, again encouraging the left shoulder to stay back and down. And then we'll roll it through the center and take the opposite side, left ear over towards the left shoulder. You guys can definitely close your eyes and just kind of let my voice instruct you here and follow along. You can open an eye and peek if you want, but this is about relaxing the body. So if it's easier to relax and let go of this stress with your eyes closed, go ahead, chin back down to the chest. And we're going to slide those hands forward on the thighs here and kind of lean the body forward, but you still feel the connection of the feet into the floor and the hips into the chair. And the head is still just in this nice hang pose here. And we'll take a breath in, just really easy, and just kind of lift the head, open the eyes just for a second. And then on your exhale, a nice big exhale, and I would like you to push those hands, forearms against the thighs, and those hands go down towards the floor. So kind of a cat pose here in your chair. And then inhale, fold the forearms back to the thighs. And then exhale, big push. You can kind of arch towards the back of your chair if you would like. Inhale forward. And keep going with the pace of your own breath. There is no rush. And we won't leave without you either. So if you want to take some extra time here, You can give it a pause. It's the great thing about home workouts. You can just stop the video and hang out wherever feels good. Inhale, come back. We're gonna switch it up a little bit on this one. So exhale, push it up and back, and then kind of lean over towards the right. Stretch that left hand long, down towards the left ankle, but you're pulling the body up and over to the right. Inhale to the center, and exhale to the other side. When you lean, it's coming from the upper body, so we're not shifting the hips. Your right hip and your right glute should still be connected into your chair. Inhale, take it back to the center, and we're gonna reach up and just kind of hug those shoulders in. Bring those feet together and take a nice good deep breath in, and then exhale, just shift the shoulders gently to the right. Kind of a nice twist here through the middle back. Hug those abs in so the back is supported. You can have your hands further out if that's more comfortable. We'll come back to the center on an inhale, and then we'll exhale, go to this opposite direction again, focusing on lifting the spine nice and tall so we're not rounding here. Hug those abs in. And then we'll bring that back to the center. We're gonna take those hands down to the sides, and you've got your chair. So just kind of grab the seat and sit on up nice and tall. We're only grabbing the seat to make sure that our shoulders stay down. So if you don't feel comfortable connecting, or if your arms aren't quite long enough to get something under the chair, you can grab under the legs also. And we're gonna take the right ear back towards the right shoulder. Left shoulder stays down. And use your breath here. So on that inhale, kind of try to grow tall through the spine. And then as you exhale, kind of soften, release tension from the body. And we'll take one more breath cycle here. So good inhale. And an exhale. And then we're just gonna kind of take this chin down towards the left thigh. So the right ear is still coming towards the right shoulder, but now you're just kind of looking down towards the left foot, and this stretch should shift towards the back of the neck just a little bit, rather than being out here right over the top of that shoulder. And then we'll take the chin down to the chest, bring the head up, and you can kind of wiggle through those left fingertips if they got a little tingly. Set through that right arm, and then we'll take left ear over towards the left shoulder and encourage this right shoulder to drop down. You've got a hold of something, so it's not able to go far. And focus on this breath. Use the inhale, the expanding of the lungs, to find tallness through the spine, lengthening through that collarbone, through the chest. And then on the exhale, you really just try to soften and fall with the emptying of the breath. Really great way to self-soothe. And exhale, release. Very good. Now, we're going to take the chin towards the right ankle now. So the head is just tilting slightly forward. Left ear is still coming towards the left shoulder. Stretch shifts to the back of the neck, behind that shoulder a little bit. And then we'll roll the chin down to the chest. And same thing as before, push those shoulders down and open them back. When you open them back, we're not pushing the stomach forward. We're just kind of imagine growing really open through the collarbones. And then we'll pick that back up. Slide those hands back down to the fronts of the thighs, and we're gonna kind of get around this right leg, but we are going to scoot those hips forward and kind of straighten this left leg out. So the left leg is out so that it's counter pushing you back as you pull this leg in, so that way you're nice and stable in your chair. I don't really like pulling on joints, so in this position it can aggravate the knee even though you get a little bit better pull. So if you need to, grab underneath the knee and just hug this one in. And you might feel a stretch and you might not. If you don't feel a stretch, that's probably good news. That means you're not real tight through the low back or the hips. And then we're going to just gently cross this leg over the left. Bring the left leg in a little bit, but not a whole lot, because we're going to be pulling back, so we still want a little bit of weight out front. And then we are going to sit on up nice and tall. And then good deep breath in. Exhale, pull back towards the back of your chair and let these shoulders really release forward. You're supporting the neck and the head here, but really, I'll turn this way so you guys can kind of see, really kind of let the middle and the low back kind of hang back. A little bit of weight there. So here, it's okay to take that front grip because we're not pulling on the knee. Hug those abs in. And then we will ease that on up. Let this right leg come down to the floor, and we're going to take both of those legs together. So kind of lock up through the inner thighs, knees, and ankles and feet, and just step them over towards the left leg of the chair. And then we're going to cross that left arm over the right leg, sit on up nice and tall. And then bring that right arm out, and as you exhale, just a nice gentle twist here, hugging those abs in. Bring it back to the center. If you would like, you can continue with that stretch, or you can cross the right leg over the left and get a little bit further down into the hips too. Same thing, good deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, we will hold this twist here. Same breathing as before. Nice, good deep breath in. Expands through the body, finding length. And then falling with the exhale to release tension. We'll inhale, take both of those arms up. If you have the legs crossed, just uncross them. And then we'll just gently fold it down forward. So legs are to the left, arms are kind of coming to the right. And even though you're in this static position here, you're not moving. Well, not that you can see anyways, but inhale. Feel the lungs open up that back, especially here on this left side. And then exhale. So our breath is really helping us find the stretch here. We'll take one more breath cycle here. Good deep breath in. And then exhale. Beautiful job. Roll the spine back up. Step those legs back to the middle, and this time we will take the right leg out and draw this left leg in. This is my more sensitive knee, so I'm going to definitely grab underneath, and I'm just going to guide this leg up and in. And at the same time, I'm not forcing, I'm not pulling, I'm just kind of letting my low back and my hips tilt forward, just a really gentle stretch through there. You might not even feel anything crazy. It shouldn't be real intense. And then we'll cross it on over. So now that the leg is in this position, we aren't going to be pulling so much. This leg is supported, and we're going to just sit on up nice and tall. Good deep breath in. And then exhale, lean it back. You can even turn to the side if you can get a little more room. Make sure your weight is coming down to the center of your seat. Shoulders come forward, neck and head are supported, but let that middle and low back really kind of hang back. You've got a good grip here on the leg. Don't let go of that. And you can just gently sway side to side if it feels good. And then we'll pick that on back up, uncross that leg, and we'll step those feet over to the right side of the chair. And then from there, we will go ahead, cross this right arm over the outside of the left leg. Nice, good deep breath in to get really tall. And then exhale, open that left arm as you twist, trying to stay tall through the body. Hug those abs in. Right now, the abs and your right arm are the only thing actively working. And then bring that back forward. Option to cross the leg, or you can skip that. Good deep breath in. Exhale, open. Inhale back. And then exhale, hold here. And then we will gently uncross those knees, take those arms all the way up, and then just kind of let yourself fall to the left side of the chair with the arms and the upper body, right side of the chair with the legs and the feet. Make sure that you are nice and set in your seat. I definitely feel a lot more tension here on my right side. That makes sense because I am right-handed, so it just gets more use. But on the left side, I was like, oh, this is easy. Here on this side, it's a little more uncomfortable, but again, nothing should be painful. Pain is a red flag. Discomfort, something that you can breathe through, that's a judgment call. You know what's good for you. Good deep breath in here. Expand and open those lungs, and then exhale. Tension falls out of you with the breath. Same thing, inhale. And exhale. Very, very nice. Bring it back on up nice and easy. Just give everything a quick little check-in. How is it all feeling? Sometimes if there is tightness or tenderness in the body, stretching isn't always the best thing in that moment. So just make sure that you're not aggravating anything. We're not trying to irritate the body, trying to do the opposite. So if you are good to go, go ahead, sit on up back nice and tall, hug those abs in, and draw this right arm out, forward, and pull this shoulder back into place. So if you're here and you're kind of noticing that this right shoulder is much further ahead of the left, pull it back so that they're squared up, and then from there use that forearm to close it in across the body. Try not to bend the elbow to release that tension and stress. So if you're here, you're losing your stretch. I would rather you be further out with a straighter arm to make sure that you've got this nice good stretch here. So same thing, if you notice this right shoulder shifting forward, try to pull it back. Let the hand come further out if it needs to. And then we'll take the left ear over to the left shoulder, 2 stretches at once. If it's too much, you focus on the one that you feel like you need the most. And then we'll drop this right arm to the left thigh and kind of shimmy to the side. So a little side body stretch here on the left side. We're giving you something to hold on to so that you do not have to just fall into outer space. Take it forward with the body towards those thighs. Drop the left arm and then raise that one on up. Same thing. Straighten the arm out. Check if those shoulders are squared up. And then close it in across the body. Try to keep this elbow nice and long, nice and straight. So trying to avoid this move here. Hand can be further out if needed. Hopefully I'm not crunching on the microphone. You never really know that until you get into editing. Good. If that left shoulder starts creeping forward, do your best to pull it back, even if that means you need to release the hand just a little bit. And then take the right ear over to the right shoulder. Watch what happens in that arm. I caught myself letting it bend. And then release that down. Let this left arm catch that right thigh. You've got a nice good hold. Kind of arch the back and then shift on over towards the left side, nice and strong in your legs. And then round that body to the front. Bring those feet in. Leave just a little bit of space in between the knees and in between the feet. So a nice stacking there. Tummy comes to the thighs. And then we just rest those arms down and roll that spine on up and back towards the chair. Send those hips forward. And we're going to march each leg up, so you can catch it if you want. You can skip it if you need to. So kind of curl and tuck the tailbone up and forward. This is also a great place for a yoga strap, and you can just focus on one side at a time instead of alternating. Drop that down, and then we'll sit on up nice and easy. Take the hips to the back of the chair, back to the back of the chair, and really again draw those shoulders down. And now that we've got it loosened up a little bit, we'll take these half circles here with the head, ears side to side, chin down to the chest. And then pause there in the center, chin down to the chest, and kind of push up and back through the back of this neck as you push those shoulders down. And then roll the head on up. You can release those hips further forward if you would like. Any position that feels good and comfortable to you, you can go ahead and take it. I'm gonna cross my ankles. Interlace my fingers. Nice, good, deep breath in. Hold it at the top, and then exhale through the nose. Good. One more time there. So inhale, kind kind of lengthen and expand through the body. And then exhale, any last little bit of tension falls out and away with the breath. And as you sit here and enjoy a little bit of time in our ending Shavasana pose, the only thing I want you to focus on is just the sound of your breath and the feeling of that breath, making it all the way down into the low belly, and then exhaling and rolling out of the body from there. So you can even take those hands to the stomach. And just kind of feel and observe that breath. Take it in deep down where you can feel the low stomach rising and falling. Breath in and open the eyes, and before you exhale, take those arms up overhead, and then exhale, stretch them out nice and long, nice and wide. Hopefully you feel a new energy washing over your body. Soak that up, all the good vibes, the sunshine, the spring air, whatever works. Take the hands to your heart. One final good deep breath in. And then exhale. Release that forward. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me for this wonderful yoga stretch. I hope that it helped relieve a little bit of discomfort or tension in the body. Please like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel so someone else with the tension can hopefully get it out and benefit from it too. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with more awesome workouts. Until then, take good care of yourselves. I will see you soon.